Divergent goals and priorities can make a successful business fail. This is a common problem that we can actually see in many of the partnerships around us. When two people or more people join to form a new company, most of the time their goals are very small. It is to actually have a business that gives X revenue so that whatever we need to do in life can be done. You really love to do something, or you really love to see this business coming up and serving people in a different way, and you have like-minded people coming. Many a times they don't go into a deep vision or deep analysis. Many a times people select partners based on the investment that they make, or the little skills that they have, or the little advantage that they can bring to the business at that point, which is very crucial for the business to actually start and going. But what really happens is that maybe after 5 or 10 years down the line, the business is doing well, but things can happen. Things can go wrong within the partnership, and this is because in 5 to 10 years time, a lot of changes can happen in the external. A lot of changes can happen that affects the business externally and internally. Internally, for example, you have 3 or 4 partners, and each partners were given a role to play. And over the period of time, as the volume increases, you have hired managers who would be doing part of the job that a certain partner was doing some time back. So now that partner does not have a real role to play, and when someone does not really have a role to play, and his remuneration does not change, his profit sharing does not change, especially when it comes to the working share, it creates a lot of internal disagreements and frustrations within the partner. And sometimes these roles can become obsolete because of change in technology, and new technology has come by which now this person does not have to do it manually. It can be done. It can be automated. So that is what happens when you bring in partners who has got a direct role to play in the business. And sometimes the partnerships leadership roles get affected due to external factors. There could be a change in the economy. There could be a change in the customer taste. There could be a change in the way the business is operated that renders the role of a previous partner obsolete. Now he does not really have to do it. So when that happens, there becomes an imbalance in the company, where as a result of which some partners have some work to do, some partners do not have some work to do, and this creates a lot of what you call frustration inside the company. And when these frustrations happen, you can see it reflecting in the decision making process. Another thing which happens during this phase is that some partners could actually start losing interest in the business. This could be a result of them having another business and they are more focused on it, or it could be because their priorities in life has changed. For example, instead of focusing on growth, now they want stability. Instead of focusing on more investments, they would like to withdraw more money because they don't see any purpose of growth. People change their ideas over a period of time. And when this happens, communication breaks, decision-making process breaks. And the way to actually solve this thing is that after 5 or 10 years, when you feel that the business is having these kind of problems, there is a need to actually sit together and redefine the goals of the company. And if it does not align with any partners beyond a critical point, then there is a need to actually restructure the partnership. Only then the business can move forward. Otherwise, what would happen is that the business would become slowly a graveyard where strategic decisions are not taken, and which results in the business ability to grow, inability to be competitive in the market, and it affects the morale of the managing team, and it gets reflected in the performance of the company. And this would lead good staffs to leave because they see that this company does not have a future, because the leaders are not cooperating with each other, and one thing leads to the other. So you will be less competitive in the market, so that will affect your sales and profitability. And on the other side, you will have good people leaving and the bad people staying. And what happens when you have bad people staying is that they'll start playing politics. There will become toxicity in the organization, and one thing would lead to the other, and finally you will see the business closing down, which was doing very well few years back. So